good. Obviously, sort of on the eve of the season, you must be pretty pumped to get back out there.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's been a big pre-season. Had the 2 pracky games, so yeah, we're pumped to get stuck into the real season, which is going to be awesome.
There's obviously that viral training clip that's happened. Have you guys sort of touched on that, moved on from it? Like, where are you guys at with that?
Yeah, all you can do is laugh about it. Like, pre-season's big sessions. So yeah, made a bit of a joke out in the past bit, but yeah, all you can do is laugh about it. And I feel like the last 2 games we've showcased pretty good skill levels, and that's all you can do is showcase it on game day.
What do you say to Ollie Florent and Will Hewett about coming up against your old side in Sydney? You've obviously done it before.
Yeah.
What kind of advice do you have leading into that?
Oh yeah, so I think they'll probably be a bit more nervous than usual, but you've probably got the nerves on top of the first game of the season. But I think they've played. I think Will Hayward's definitely been one of the best in the 2 pracky games, and Ollie Florent's been unreal all pre-season. So they're good footballers. They've both played about 180 games, so they're experienced enough.
Realistically, what sort of mind games and stuff are you going to have for Charlie Furno when you get out there? You've had him at this club for 10 years. You know what gets on his nerves. What are you going to bring him in?
Yeah, I think we'll just got to treat it like another game because he's in a different team now. He was a great servant at this club, but things move on quickly. Like 6 months ago, some players in the AFL wouldn't have thought they'd be at certain clubs, and it happens. So you just got to move on very quickly.
How's Weeders going? Is he a chance to play?
He's going to get through this week. I think we hope he's a good chance, but he's got to train today and we'll play Thursday, so Tuesday, and hopefully he's right to go.
What kind of work has he done though? Like, doing full training work, or is he still limited in weekend?
He's been doing as much as he can, just skills and running and weights, so he looks in good shape.
Just sort of touching back on Charlie, there's going to be fans, from your club that really dislike him. There's going to be fans that still have a soft spot for him. Where do you sit with Charlie?
I'm mates with Charlie, but on Thursday, like, he's an opponent, and I think if you worry about that, you're not worrying about the ball and your role. So, once the ball bounces, you get pretty fixated on what you need to do. So it's just going to be an exciting game and be good for the viewers to watch, which is cool.
Charlie reckons that Sam Walsh is going to be the number 1 shit talker out there. Who do you think's going to have the most lip?
I'm not too sure. Who's good in the lip? I actually don't know. I'll go Mark Pitnet, but he's such a nice guy, so it won't be bad lip.
How impressive, Jagger Smith, have you been? Obviously 37 touches the other week against Geelong. How impressive, his recovery back from his ACL and everything have you been?
He's just it's like he's been in the system for 10 years. He just gets it. Like, it's pretty incredible. He's got attributes that not many have, but I hope people are just take it easy, because he is realistically like his second year, first, he hasn't debuted yet, so he's going to be a very, very good player, but if it takes his time as well, that's okay as well.
What are we going to see from him, assuming he goes back? Is he going to get a fair bit of time in midfield, or do we see him a half-forward, front-forward?
Yeah, I think he'll just be like what the position he's played the last two weeks, so a bit of both. Yeah, he's creative. We want him in the forward half as well, yeah.
Is there a bit of disappointment in what happened with Newman and not 2 week ban? And where does it sit in the club? Like, is it going to be a challenge or?
I honestly haven't seen it. I've talked to Newey. He's obviously a bit disappointed himself, but he's a competitor, and I think the great competitors toe the line, and he might just accidentally misstep this one, but hopefully he's still on probably limited minutes, so hopefully it doesn't affect him too much.
There's obviously so much pressure on Bossy towards the back end of last year. How do you guys internally sort of deal with that and keep the pressure off him?
I just think play well. I think play with effort, so it'll be good.
And it seems to be a shift in terms of what you guys, I know Sam Walsh said previously you want to play your sort of footy, so what's the balance coming into a new season where you've got to balance working out what other teams are going to try and do, but also trying to get what you guys are trying to do right? Yeah, I think as you can be as consistent in the 3 areas of the game, it just gives you the best chance to win. Like, if you maybe tip over on one side of the three areas of contest, defence and offence, it gets out of whack. So it's just trying to be very good and consistent with all 3 areas.
How has old Moneybags Walsh been strutting around the club the last few days?
No, he's just a worker, Walsh. He's a competitor and a worker, so he don't change. You wouldn't know, seriously.
But how good is that for the club? 8 years, massive commitment, especially given that 3 best players and most high-profile players walked out the door in the off-season for him to commit, given that there are a lot of clubs that don't know.
It's just exciting. He's just a great leader, works as hard as any, so he deserves it all, and it's great for the club, great for the fans, and he's a loyal man. He's a good man.
You'd be asking him to share you a coffee or something like that.
I hope so. It was pretty tight. Nah.